Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Beth and Katie Zoom and everyone in the room. So we will begin today with a Dharma glimpse by Aidan. So I will hand over to him. Thank you.
Last week, I unexpectedly reconnected with an old friend with whom I'd once been very close, but fell out with 5 long years ago. We'd made apologies for what happened and spoken on and off since then, but my anxieties, my clinging to old memories and fears helped us back from really coming back into each other's lives. Perhaps I was held back by my ego, by my desire, not for something, but to avoid something. To avoid confronting the past and risking embracing a renewed friendship that may end in the same way again. I'd long thought that we'd fallen out of each other's lives for good. I'd accepted that. Despite the occasional text message, we fell out of touch yet again not too long ago, and I felt I'd wasted my final chance at reconciliation. But a chance encounter on a train and a conversation with a mutual friend led us to spend real time together for the first time in half a decade. It was strange, awkward to start with, but then special, like reliving old times. It's left me thinking ever since about second chances and the all too strange coincidences of life. At a time when I was thinking a lot about how I'd messed up an opportunity to reconnect, accepting the consequences of that, everything just seemed to line up well beyond either of our control to bring us together. I can't explain how this happened or why, but I've accepted after meditating on it that I don't need to. I must just be grateful that it happened at all. It's got me thinking too about that most important concept, impermanence. The impermanence of our original friendship, the impermanence of our distance, the impermanence of our lives and how much things have changed for the both of us in the years since. Perhaps the impermanence of our renewed relationship. I've spent so many years desiring to fix things between us and yet desiring to avoid fresh hurt. Every step forward we've taken before has left me wanting to step back away again. But now that that desire is met, what now? I know that the answer must be to just enjoy it, to accept what we had, what we lost, and what we have again. Perhaps that's easier said than done. But I must now put my practice to work, to value what we've got now and accept that things will come and go as life intended. I've considered that maybe the lesson I meant to draw from this was that I was only able to reach my desire, to reconcile and reunite with my friend, only when I no longer desired it. It came to me naturally when my desire was lost, replaced by grief and then acceptance, and when there was nothing left to fear and no more hope of seeking it. In acceptance of what I had came what I'd sought. And happiness came not through wanting this, but by it coming to me when the time was right for me to receive it, free of fear and prejudgments and preconceptions of what I wanted from it. After all, our reunion came about not as a result of me seeking my desire, but through pure quirk of fate. I never believed that we would reconnect, but life made it happen. Perhaps we will be friends for many years again, perhaps we will not. Life will decide, and I must just play with whatever hand I'm dealt and accept our friendship, however long or short it may be this time, for the unexpected gift that it is.
Thank you so much. Welcome. Okay, thank you. So, if you missed Aidan's Dharma glimpse, it's on the website, so you can catch up later. We will spend some time sitting quietly together. And as you sit in silence, maybe we'll do some listening meditation tonight. Just notice the noises that are around you. I can hear a bird, probably get some traffic. Might be able to hear yourself breathing or other people kind of rustling a bit. Just allow all those noises to be there. Don't try and change anything. If you notice yourself drifting off and thinking about something else, just bring your attention gently back to what you can hear. And after some quiet sitting, and if you're lucky, you'll just kind of feel things settling a little bit. We'll do some chanting together, and this evening we will chant Amitabha. So do join in when you get the tune. Amen. Now we'll recite some things together that are on your bit of paper if you want to read it, or just repeat after me. For refuge, I go to the Buddha.
For refuge, I go to the Buddha,
The one who is awake and full of love.
the one who is awake and full of love.
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya.
For refuge, I go to the Dharma.
For refuge, I go to Dharma,
All that guides us to wisdom and compassion.
all that guides us to wisdom and compassion.
Namo Dharmaya.
Namo Dhammaya.
For refuge, I go to the Sangha.
For refuge, I go to the Sangha,
Those who live in the Buddha's light.
those who live in the Buddha's light.
Namo Sanghaya.
Namo Sanghaya.
With faith in the three jewels,
With faith in the three
I
jewels,
pray that I may not take life.
I pray that I may not take life.
With faith in the three jewels,
With faith in the three
I
jewels,
pray that I may not steal.
I pray that I may not steal.
With faith in the three jewels,
With faith in the three jewels,
I pray that I may not fall into sexual misconduct.
I pray that I may not fall into sexual misconduct.
With faith in the three jewels,
With faith in the three jewels,
I pray that I may not fall into wrong speech.
I pray that I may not fall into wrong speech.
With faith in the three jewels,
With faith in the three jewels,
I pray that I may avoid intoxication.
I pray that I may avoid intoxication.
No blame,
No blame,
be kind,
be kind,
love everything.
love everything.
Innumerable are sentient beings.
We vow to save them all.
Inexhaustible are deluded passions.
We vow to transform them all.
Immeasurable are the Dharma teachings.
We vow to master them all.
Infinite is the Buddha's way.
We vow to fulfill it completely.
And no need to do. So Aidan spoke in his Dharma glimpse about desire, about wanting something. And desire is one of the three passions. Is it three? Poisons. I knew that wasn't the right word. Passions works, but poisons is the official term. One of the three poisons in Buddhism. The first is that we want something, we want more of it, we want it to carry on. The second is that we hate something, we dislike something, we push it away. And the third is that we try to pretend it's not there, kind of ignorance. And Buddhism says that all of our trouble comes from these three things, that we want something but we don't get it, we don't want something but we do get it, or we're kind of deluded, we're disconnected, we're cut off. And I was wondering about whether that means that if we're to live happy lives, or if we're to be good Buddhists, that means that we can't ever want anything or not want anything. And my sense is that the Buddha didn't want us to become like robots. He lived a life that was a happy life. but that we get into trouble when we feel that we will only be okay if something turns out a certain way. We will only be okay if we get to eat a brownie. Or we will only be okay if we don't have to see that person we really don't like. Or we will only be okay if we can ignore the thing that we've been putting off. So our existence depends on those things. And the Buddha taught that when we're in that place of not being okay unless, that's when we're miserable. That's when we can't appreciate the other things that are around us. We can't tap into any feelings of peace because we're just preoccupied with that thing, whatever it is. And I'm sure you all have examples in your own life of those things that get in the way of everything else. Maybe anxieties or fantasies or the kinds of preoccupations that stop us from noticing how beautiful the flowers are in the shrine, or how lucky we are to have enough food in our cupboards, or to live in this beautiful place. So it's all very well to know that the three poisons are what we want to get rid of or what we want to avoid, but how do we do that? And there are different ways of answering that. When I opened my eyes to look at the time during meditation, I saw Beth stroking her cat. And I was just thinking about how what we do when we come here into this room and practice together, what we do when we sit quietly at home or when we chant, is offer ourselves to be stroked by the Buddha. We offer ourselves to be soothed, to be reassured, to be looked after, to be tended to be cared for. And we don't always feel that. Sometimes we might feel the opposite. Sometimes when we sit in the silence, it might give stuff a chance to kind of get churned up and rise up. But we trust somehow that when we come to these places, when we set the intention of connecting with the Buddha is love, that we are offering ourselves to be loved. And we're not really in control of that very much. Like a cat can come and kind of nudge us. And if we're busy, we might not stroke it. But the Buddha is always there offering strokes. The Buddha is always there offering attention. And it's us that don't make ourselves available. It's us that are preoccupied by things, or that don't open our eyes, or that don't allow things to settle, to let some of that in. And it's really annoying that often when we really want something, it kind of stops it, like you were saying. And that can happen here too. If we really feel like we need the Buddha to do something, then that can make it harder to receive. But that doesn't matter too much, because the Buddha is working away even as we try and resist it, and that something slowly sinks into us over time that helps us to feel a little bit more relaxed. And so when we don't get the thing we wanted, or when we do get the thing we didn't want, it's not the end of the world. it's more survivable, and we can let go a bit more quickly and move on to the next thing. And notice the flowers again, and notice the birds singing, and taste the brownie, and enjoy stroking our cat or dog or pet of your choice. Now moment to breathe. So now we'll stand up and do prostrations together towards the Buddha. And the chant that we do is Namo Amida Bu. So do as much of that as you feel able to do. Sorry, we'll stand up when Fee rings the bell. It's like Simon says. Yeah. Namo Amida Bu. Namo Amida Bu. Namo Amida Bu. Namo Amida Bu. Namo Amida
We offer the merit of this incense offering to Buddhas and Bodhisattvas throughout space and time. May it be as fragrant as earth herself, reflecting our careful efforts, our wholehearted awareness, and the fruits of understanding slowly ripening. May we and all beings be companions of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May we awaken from forgetfulness and realize that true hope.
And no need to bid. So if you'd like to come back to your seats and stand at your seats, we'll transfer the merit of this evening's practice to all people in the past and in the present who have been on the end of homophobia or transphobia. Today is the anniversary of the Stonewall riots, yeah.
Uprising.
Yeah, uprising. Yeah. So holding all those people in mind as we pass over all the happiness and the peace that we've generated tonight to them. By your violence and through your grace, of your land of peace. Now we'll finish by bowing to each other. Very good. And then to the Buddha. And then just hide your seats and bow to your seats. So a reminder that this Saturday from 9 till 5, we have a retreat day here with various things you can drop into. We've got a walk on the hills, a little meditation walk in the garden, a talk. I'll be giving a talk on going gently. So if you want to come to any of that, you're very welcome. Oh, Casper's just gone. No idea what that means.
Follow the Saturday.
Oh, follow me Saturday.
Isn't that the kirtan?
Oh yeah. No, it's this. Is it?
Yeah,
it's this
yes.
Saturday. No, it's
No,
Saturday
No, week on
after.
Saturday, yeah.
So on July the 9th, which is 2 Saturdays, a week and a half, Angie will be running the first kirtan, but hopefully the first of many in the temple. So it'll be in this room and she'll be leading singing. So we'll all sing together. It's like devotional singing. So if you'd like to come and sing with us, you'd be very welcome. Let Angie know so she can write you on the list. You're not on the list, you're not coming.
That's not true. But it'd be good if you did that.
Anything else? No, maybe it's very good. Time for a cup of tea.